What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to give you my live reaction to Raheem Morris being named my Falcons' new head coach. Let's get into it, man. So, literally, I was preparing to do another video, an NBA video on DeJounte Murray, possibly, going to the Brooklyn Nets. That was a video I was working on, thumbnail made, about to start recording. Some told me, 'cause I don't have alerts on my phone, nothing like that, as far as ESPN and none of that stuff. But no, I like to check Twitter or X, excuse me. I like to check X every so often just to keep track of stuff and live events going on. And I checked, I scrolled and refreshed, and the first thing popped up: Raheem Morris is the head coach, and I was like, I don't know how to feel. I'm confused. I'm shocked. Kind of sad, but at the same time happy for a couple reasons. Now let's get into why. So I did multiple videos. Like I said, I'm a Falcons fan. So when we fired Arthur Smith, day one, 12:01 a.m. on Black Monday, I was looking forward to Ben Johnson. I did a whole video on it. I predicted Ben Johnson to be our head coach. My alternative option was Bobby Slowick. Then, when the news was getting close to official on Bill Belichick being let go by the Patriots, and then it actually became official, word around every town, every corner that you could find in the NFL verse that Bill Belichick had a liking to the Falcons, and it was mutual. Everything I found as well that with people that would know that Arthur Blank wanted Bill Belichick. He wanted big time coaches like Bill Parcells, who was Belichick's mentor in back in the 90s, 80s, whatever year it was. He wanted Bill Parcells back then. He wanted another big name. He wanted Gibbs from the former Washington Commanders franchise that should not be named on this channel. But he wanted Bill Parcells back in the day, and he wanted Gibbs back in the day. I forgot his first name, and it's sad because my dad is a fan, and I grew up with that stuff. But he wanted those two guys. He missed out back then. Obviously, Bill Belichick is Bill Parcells' predecessor, and obviously the GOAT of head coaches for most people's opinion. So why not get Bill? I did an entire video saying, do not go get Bill. And Falcons fans, some were against me, some were with me, but it was all good, respectful conversation in the comment section there. But for us not to get him, I'm surprised because we brought him in twice. From what I read, everything was good, everything was smooth sailing. He wanted us, we wanted them. From what everything I saw, But like I said, I always been on the mindset of I want a young mind at offensive as offensive coordinator, offensive play caller. Now, Raheem Morris be a defensive minded coach. That's not what I wanted. But we could possibly and most likely, I'm banking on this, we most likely will get a passing coordinator for the Rams, and that's Zach Robinson, who is a very hot candidate. He met for the Steelers OC job a couple days ago because I did a video on that on Cliff Kingsbury meeting for the Steelers. I said they should not let Cliff Kingsbury leave the room, leave the building. They should hire him on the spot, which they didn't, because he met with the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken, as well. But basically, I was saying, Zach Robinson, he's ready for a job. Everything I've seen about him, he's a hot candidate. People like him, but being passing coordinator, he need to call plays too, and obviously being under Sean McVay and being under that lineage, he's going to get his chance sooner or later. And it looked like time might be now with my Falcons. So with Raheem Morris calling the defense, and with the defense, he's been good. Especially with the Rams, they won a title a couple years ago with a lot of defensive talent. But what's more impressive to me was looking at his performance this past season with the Rams defense. Lost a lot of people, a lot of cuts, a lot of trades, a lot of free agency losses. They didn't have no big names on that defense but Aaron Donald, really. And that defense played really well. They fought well. They were schemed up well. Just didn't have the talent to really compete with a lot of these offensive power, the offensive firepower teams. So, they ended up not going that far in the playoffs, but they definitely played better than expected. I thought the defense would get ran through easily, but it wasn't that, So, and Raheem Morris needs a new chance. He's familiar. He's familiar with the Falcons franchise. He was the interim coach for 11 games after Dan Quinn got let go a couple years back. So, it definitely like a second chance for Raheem Morris, who's been a hot candidate name for a while now. But like I said, hasn't had a head coaching job since his Buccaneers days in '09 to 11. I was a sophomore year when he got let go by the Buccaneers. A sophomore in high school. So I'm glad he gets his chance now to redeem himself as a head coach. I'm happy it's with us, and I'm happy that he's possibly, hopefully, bringing along Zach Robinson to be an offensive coordinator. I would really, really love that if that were the case. If not, we're gonna have to revisit it. Depends on who we get. Um, some people are saying Bobby Slowick didn't get the job or will not get a job because how the Texans performed versus the Ravens. I don't really deem it that way. A lot of the hot names, even like Ben Johnson, might miss out on a job this season, and it's just because timing, fit, and more jobs will open up. The Cowboys job open up maybe next year. The Saints job maybe soon next year. The Browns, the Bills. So, every team can't win it all. So, it's about picking your best fit, picking the right time, and it seems like right now Bobby Slowick, who's a hot name, might have to wait another year. Ben Johnson, who's a blazing hot name, the Commander's job is still there for him. Everything I read and reported that Bill Belichick and the Commanders does have no interest in each other, so that probably won't happen. So Ben Johnson has a chance of getting the Commanders job. If not there, then I don't know where he. I told me the Seahawks job left, if I'm not mistaken. So, I guess he either gets the Commanders job or waits another year and wait till another job opens up next season. But it's surprising that we didn't get an offensive mind, but we do kind of get one in Zach Robinson. So I'm not mad at it from that standpoint. We get someone who's a potentially uprising Bobby Slowick, a potentially uprising the new version of Ben Johnson, and you look at their trajectory. It's going to take a year or two plus to get a job if he is good from the get go. So that's a good thing. We'll have him around for a couple of years. And as I said, I've been craving for a young offensive mind, and someone under the Sean McVay tree. I got to be happy with it. I really do, and hope it pans out. So Zach Robinson, hopefully he's our OC. Raheem Morris comes back to the Atlanta Falcons, where he once coached as an interim coach back in 2020. And he did a good job. He did a relatively good job of what we had. Wasn't kept on long term. I see people on social media as I'm talking now saying they don't like that. But it happens. It happens. At the time it wasn't right, but now it is. So you can't fault timing. You can't fault how things work out, how fate happens. So he is back with us now officially. I'm happy about it. And the defense took a really good turn under Ryan Neeson, which I liked a lot. And even in my Ben Johnson prediction video, where I did a whole 4-star plan saying who I wanted, I said whoever our head coach was, I want to keep Ryan Nielsen. Obviously, not going to happen now because I thought we could have offensive minded head coach. But obviously Ryan Nielsen is me for other jobs. He's out of the building now. But I really thought well and highly of Ryan Nielsen and what he did with our defense. That's going now. Raheem Morris calling plays now, most likely. I would be surprised if he wasn't. So he's going to call plays, take over the defense. But our defense definitely played well and took a step up from last season. Now, my thing is the quarterback. What do we do? Do we go get a rookie, which I'm against? Do we go get a veteran, which I'm all for? Depends on which one it is. Or do we just stand pat with Desmond Ridder? Can Zach Robinson solve the Desmond Ridder issues? Because like I said before, Desmond Ridder is not a bad quarterback, just have bad moments. So we'll see how everything goes. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm curious to see what happens long term. But as of right now, I am excited. And definitely, especially if he brings along Zach Robinson with him, that's definitely going to make me, go all the way up and be excited about this hire. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.